Well, welcome to another edition of the Buzz Around Texoma, brought to you by The Point Restaurant in Grand Pappy Point Marina. I'm Jason Taylor with B99.7 The Buzz. And hey, we thank you for tuning in and watching the Buzz Around Texoma. We do ask that you share it, and we also ask that maybe you tell a friend. Keep in mind that we do the Buzz Around Texoma every Tuesday right here on YouTube. Now, with us, we've got two guests on set with us today, and they are from Youth Services of Bryan County. We have got Stefan Roberts, and then right next to me is Sean Hunt. And Youth Services of Bryan County do a litany of things.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes, you do. And one of the things that we're going to focus on, but I'm going to start with you, Stefan, is to talk about Fathers in Action.
Yes.
This is something I guess you guys have been doing for about a year.
Yes. So Fathers in Action kicked off in March of 2025, and we are basically still pretty young, pretty new, still trying to get out there and get our name out there, get people to know who we are, and that's why we're grateful for you inviting us over here.
Absolutely.
It's kind of gives us that little exposure. But it's a program that, we're just dads coming along with dads to kind of help them have a more, better experience as a father. We work with them on different skill sets, with communication, emotional control and stuff like that. This is a pretty good program to kind of help dads get reconnected with, themselves and to shape that mindset of being a father.
Yeah, but kind of be a leader to their kids.
Yeah.
And so forth. That's great.
It works on a lot of role model and mentorship stuff. It's pretty good.
I saw where you guys do 6-week programs, and Sean, I don't know if you want to answer this. You want to let Stefan answer this. Talk about the 6-week program.
Right. It's a 6 weeks program. It's based off of the 24/7 Dad. What we do is we have 2 classes a week with a Saturday option for those that may have work obligations or other obligations. They can't make it until Saturday. So we do have a variety of dates that we can choose from. But it is 6 weeks. It covers, like Stefan was saying, a variety of different topics that could help fathers be more inclusive or more engaged or just to tweak, their journey of fatherhood, communication, mental and physical, self-care, how to co-parent. We really stress on communication, discipline, and just different variety of areas that, especially these days where it can be harder to communicate with your child or just communicate with a co-parent. And we really enjoy the group dynamic that allows men to have a safe environment where they can get together and really open up to each other. We all come from different backgrounds, different experiences. So the more that we have in the group setting with this classroom, it allows them to depend on each other. What this group setting does is after the 6 weeks program, we have an alumni group to where we can all still get together and see how everybody's doing. And that way we can continue the progress and make sure that everybody's on the right track to become the best father they can be to their kids.
That's great. I know, especially nowadays, let's face it, men don't like to talk. And we cram stuff down, and Satan, one of the great things that Satan does, he makes you feel like you're all alone, and that's not the case. But if men just talk to each other, it's surprising when you hear, you may share something you're struggling with, and then you tell that to a fellow man, and they're going, you know what, I've got the same struggle. I know exactly. I've gone through the same thing.
And that's the good thing about that's the good thing about this program is, usually on the first session, it's real quiet, it's crickets, everybody's just kind of learning and feeling each other. But, after that, they realize that they're not alone.
Right.
And we tend to feel like we're alone. We kind of isolate ourselves. We kind of have that stigma that we take and put on ourselves of we have to be in control of everything. We have to know what to do. And life's not that way.
Right.
So with the other individuals in the class, the other fathers, they realize they're not alone. So it's easier for them to open up. So after about 6 weeks, they're wondering when the next class is. So, 6 weeks, and that's why we have the alumni group we started, because we want them to get together and support each other.
Is there a like, so for instance, people sign up for these 6 week classes. Is there a limit on how many you can have in each 6 week window?
Well, we try to shoot for no more than 12 because, it kind of gets a little bit out of control and harder to manage when you got a bigger group.
People probably don't want to open up if it gets bigger.
Yeah. And, you don't give people that much of an opportunity to open up because there's so many people in there. The smaller classes allow us really to get one-on-one, and talk to the guys and, have them experience, with each other, the life experiences that they've been through and share with each other. So it allows us to get a little bit more close to them and talk to them.
So if we've got if we got some men out there watching, or maybe there are some wives that would definitely love to see their husband go through the course, how would they sign up?
There's a couple of ways they can find information out about us. One is through the Youth Services of Bryan County Facebook page. We have a QR code on there they can scan, look at, or the phone numbers on there. They can also call the main office at Youth Services of Bryan County and reach either me, Sean, or Marcus for the Fathers in Action Network, and that's going to be 924-6263. And there's a website also, the Youth Services of Bryan County website that they can go to and actually sign up for an info page where we can contact them, get their contact information, and reach back out to them.
That's great. We're talking with Stefan and with Sean, and they are from the Youth Services of Bryan County. We've been talking about the Fathers in Action program they have going on, but they have many other things. And tell you what, when we come back from the break, we'll touch on some of those. It is the Buzz Around Texoma, and it is all brought to you by Grandpappy Point Marina and the Point Restaurant. And welcome back to the Buzz Around Texoma, brought to you by the Point Restaurant in Grandpappy Point Marina. I'm Jason Taylor with B99.7 The Buzz. On with us this week, we have got Stefan Roberts and Sean Hunt. They are with Youth Services of Bryan County. Now, last segment, we were talking about their Fathers in Action program they have going on. Before we move on, is there a cost to that for people?
No, it's 100% free.
Perfect.
Okay. Another benefit to that is just for coming to the class, both classes on each week, they will get a $25 gift card. And for completing the program, all 6 weeks, they get a $50 gift card.
Oh, wow.
So they can get about $200 just for coming to join us for that.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, just wanted to, and thank you for clarifying that. I forgot to ask you that in the first segment. But as we're moving on, there are a lot of other things that they do at Youth Services of Bryan County, and that's what I wanted to let you guys kind of talk about. A couple of events you guys have come up, and I'll tell you what, Stefan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Youth Services, if you don't know, has been around, I believe, 55 years, maybe 56 years, and they offer so much to our community. Well, one of the things that they have done recently is they've updated the main offices that is also connected to the emergency shelters that we run over there, and it was in pretty good need of some updates and remodeling, so they're having an open house on May 7th from 11 to 1 and invite anybody that wants to come out and see the new building to come check it out. They're going to have hot dogs and burgers out there provided by, I believe it's First United, and then some other things out there for us. So come on out if you can.
Okay, and that is on May 7th.
On May 7th from 11 to 1.
11 to 1. All right. So, Sean, there's another event you guys have going on as well. It's about a month later, I guess.
Yes, it's actually on June 6th. That Saturday, Fathers in Action, we like to put on a couple of community events each year. What we're going to be doing is we've actually rented out the Durant Public Pool on that day. So what we're going to have, it's free to the community. They can come out, meet us, meet other people from Youth Services of Bryan County. We're going to have free hot dogs provided, free snow cones for the kids, and that way it allows families to come and get together. That's what we're here for. We're here for family inclusive. So what we want is to offer that to the community to where they can come in free of charge, be with their families, spend time with each other, get to know other people within the community, get to know about youth services of Bryan County and Fathers in Action, because we feel like if they can get to know us, it's also a lot easier to want to come and see what it's all about.
Right.
But that way we can have the families come together. And so it's a free event. Like we're saying is June 6th from 10 to noon. Come on out, have a free, lunch, free snow cones, let the kids get tired. That way, after you leave, they can go to sleep and have some time to yourself after that. But it's free to the community. We'd like to do 2 of them a year. This is our first one for this year, so we can't wait to see everybody out there.
Yeah, and definitely keep your eyes out for the one that will be coming up during the fall. It's just our way of giving back to the community. And like Sean said, we really want to build that connection with just us, because we feel like if the guys knew us more, then they'd be more likely to come and see us and hang out with us.
Yeah, well, we'd love to have you back to talk about that. What happens, okay? How about
Sounds great.
Sound like a deal?
Great.
Sounds great.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in and watching the Buzz Around Texoma. Now, remember that it's all brought to you by Grandpappy Point Marina and the Point Restaurant. So thank them for that. Tell Jimmy and the guys we said thanks next time you head out there for lunch or something. Remember, go check them out on their website or their social media page if you want to find out more. Do you guys want to give that real quick one last time?
The social media is going to be Facebook, Youth Service of Bryan County on Facebook. We also have a Fathers in Action Discord if you want to just reach out and get onto that forum with us, kind of communicate with us, and just find out about us, talk to us a little bit and get to know us. You can get on there.
Sounds good. All right, that's going to do it for this week. Remember, not only like the page, hey, hit the subscribe button and follow us, okay? And then tell a friend. It is the Buzz Around Texoma, brought to you by The Point Restaurant and Grandpappy Point Marina. I'm Jason Taylor.